Hi everyone, it's Diaperperv, and today we are going to answer a lot of diaper related questions for your first convention. I cannot believe that Cold Cap, which is my little nickname for CapCon in Minnesota on January 1st, I'm just calling it Cold Cap because it is going to be freezing. But I know that for some of you, this is going to be your first convention ever. And this is actually my former play partner's first convention ever. So he told me he was going, he got super excited, and then he bombarded me with all these diaper related questions. And some of them I had already answered in like other previous convention related videos, but there were so many. So I linked him to like 4 different videos of like convention Q&As I did. And he's like, you seriously want me to watch all of them? I'm like, yes, because there's valuable information. But let's just go over all of these questions because I've personally seen them asked again and again on all the different social medias, especially Reddit and FetLife and Twitter. I just wanted to show off my super cute pin, my super cute M4 Abina diaper pin, and this tiny little baby pin right there. I got these from Poofy Pins. And I think they're still having a sale. And I also wanted to show off these white medical bracelets that I had made, I think it was like 4 years ago, and I was selling them online. And I thought I ran out, but I recently, well, someone recently found like 7 of them. So I'm going to give it to my former play partner who's going to Cold Cap, and he will be giving them out to, I guess, anyone who asks. I'm just going to make him wear a whole bunch on his arm. If you see him, just ask for one of these awesome, sexy medical bracelets. OMG. I literally made these bracelets for me to give to others because I thought they would be really sexy to wear. So number 1, messing diapers. Can an attendee mess their diaper in a group space? If everybody in that group agrees to it and it's not in a public con space. So messing is not going to be allowed in pretty much any convention, not just Cold Cap, in the public spaces. But whatever you do in your own room is what you do. So if you're with your friends and with consenting people, yes, absolutely, you can do that in the privacy of your room. Number 2, peeing diaper. How many people do it in an open group space where others might see their diapers getting wet? Like pretty much everyone, because that's the point of diapers, is that you're going to wear them and use them when you need to. And if your diaper is not covered, then ta-da, people are gonna see that they're wet. In my experience, pretty much like everyone I knew and everyone I checked out, I could kind of tell if they were wet or dry, unless you don't use your diapers. Number 3, wedding pants without a diaper. Can attendees have public accidents as long as they don't get it on the venue's carpet or furniture, of course? So I was just talking to Mommy Belle on her Little's Jamboree interview, and her answer for her convention is no, because the pee would still be like outside, like on the floors and stuff. Like there's no way to really contain it, because if you're just peeing your pants, I mean, it is gonna splash on the floor, it's gonna be all over your clothes might touch things by accident or on purpose, and it is a biohazard. So these things have to be contained. And I realize, like, yes, if you've been to a convention, if you've been to bigger events, a lot of these questions are like, yeah, of course I know the answer to this. But there are a lot of people who have never gone to an event, who have never gone to a convention, and they are living their best lives watching these videos. Okay, so number 4. What is the phone, i.e. picture video policy? Are attendees required to keep their phone away from the public con areas? So the conventions that I've gone to in the past, they require you to put like a red sticker on the front and the back of your phone cameras to cover them up. And they pretty much watch you do it. Like they give you the stickers when you get your badge, and you have to do it in front of them. And so since the schedule's online and you have to like text your friends and stuff, yeah, you can definitely use your phones in the public spaces as long as that sticker stays intact over your phone camera. If you're caught without it on, you could get in big trouble. Period. And if you're repeating that offense, then you could get kicked out or banned from future events. So make sure you have your stickers on. Number 5, how many people walk around with only a diaper on for their pants? I would say a good number of people just wear a diaper or it's showing, but there's a lot of people who wear a onesie because they want to show off their onesies or a skirt or whatever cute clothing outfits they have. But there are definitely a lot of boys and girls who just wear a top and then just diapers and shoes, of course. Number 6. What is the etiquette for changing others? Could a stranger approach you offering to change an obviously wet diaper and other way around? I find it like at a convention, if you aren't familiar with the people that you're around or that's around you at that time, then no, that is not really a common occurrence at all. In fact, people are really shy about asking or offering changes, and I wish it wasn't that way. I wish people could offer changes. I think offering is like the easier way to do it instead of asking and then getting rejected, because that is way scarier. But if you want to, you can totally offer to change someone, and hopefully it's a yes. And I would love to see that more often. They have talked about, people have suggested like, oh, what about wearing a bracelet that says, oh, I'm open to diaper changes, or I'm open to diaper checks, or changing others. But I mean, it gets so complicated. I know at smaller parties they've done stuff like that and it's worked really well, but at an event that size as CapCon or any convention where there's hundreds of people, the risk of something going wrong with that and then having the liability lie on the convention planners is really high. And I think that's one of the reasons why they opt to not do that. But if you're engaging with someone and you're being really friendly and everything is going good, yeah, you should totally offer to change them, and it's up to them whether they want to say yes or no. But in my opinion, I really didn't see a lot of that at all. I offer to change people sometimes, and people that like knew me would ask for a change. And I also had diaper change happy hour all the times I've gone to the conventions, except for West Coast Jungle Gym. I didn't do it there. I had a designated time where people could come and get their diaper changed for a tip. Number 7, how cliquey is an event for a first timer? Okay, I've answered that one before. It is going to seem clicky. It's going to appear clicky because there are people who have gone to events over the years and have created friendships. They see the same people and they want to, give them a hug, get excited to go see them and engage with them. And that's just because they have a pre-established relationship or friendship. And with time, that'll happen to you too, because if you keep going, then you're going to see the same people. You'll be like, hey, I hung out with you last time. And then you're going to be one of the people that appear to have a lot of friends and seem cliquey. But there are going to be a ton of people who are going there for their first time, who don't know anyone, and that's why there are so many different things to do where you can talk to anyone. I mean, literally, you can talk to anybody at one of these conventions because you're kind of all there for the same reason. Number 8, is there a heavy drinking, alcohol party culture? Yes and no. Yes, if you're looking for it, you're gonna find that. If having a drink or going to a party, like a room party, where you're just chilling and having a beer, if you're looking for that, you're gonna find it. If you ask where the room parties are and you're seeking it out, then you'll probably get invited. And that is a great way for DLs to meet each other and mix if you're not into a lot of the little stuff. Party culture, yeah, I mean, yes, there are drugs, but only if you're really looking for it. There's so much to do in the schedule, from the time you wake up to the breakfast buffet, to classes, to different events, to vendors, to the, what do you call it, the pageant. The programming is so deep, and the room parties are not going to be listed on the programming, so you really have to look for it or find the crowd that's into the room parties. And a lot of times they are the DL crowd, so if you are DL, I would highly recommend that. And you don't have to be really into drinking to partake in that or to hang out with that crowd. I mean, I don't drink, I'm straight edge, and I can still hang out in that party vibe. Okay, number 9, what is the AB versus DL ratio? Well, I've talked about it before. Most ABs were DLs first. So even though visually they might present as more AB, they're probably gonna be a DL. They're enjoying their diapers for other extracurricular activities. Don't worry about that. So you'll find something in common regardless, even if you're not into the AB stuff or the little stuff or the age play stuff. Number 10, over 35 versus under 35. I have not gone to a convention in like 4 years, but when I went, it was pretty equal-ish, and now I hear it skews younger. But there are going to be people in your age group. I can assure you of that. I have seen people in their 70s. I've seen couples that are like in their 60s and 70s, and it's literally the cutest thing ever. And the people who are in their 20s, they're one day going to be in their 50s and 60s, and hopefully still enjoying this little nirvana of escape for us. Number 11, disposable versus cloth. I feel like, okay, I only saw like exposed disposables. I did not witness a lot of cloth diapers, but perhaps it's because they were covered up by plastic pants and other items of clothing, because most people just wouldn't have like a cloth diaper without like plastic pants, because then they can't wet it, because then it would soak through and get everywhere. And I know like the older skewing demographic likes cloth diapers because that's what they grew up with, but it would be really cute to see more cloth diapers. Number 12, how many diapers should I bring? Well, there's going to be diaper vendors there, and they're probably going to have specials. So, oh, and don't forget the custom diaper vendors too, like Little Dreams and other vendors like that. I don't know if Comfy Crinkly is going to be vending there at Cold Cap, but I don't think they are. Anyways, bring some, enough for like a day until the vendors open, and then I would say buy from the vendors. Don't overpack on diapers because there's going to be a ton of diapers there. Number 13, is it the best place to meet other ABDLs? You're going to meet a lot of them. It's the best place to meet a whole butt ton of people of all different walks of life. Women, men, non-binary, just a ton of people in general. Tops, bottoms, cloth diaper lovers, disposable diaper lovers, people of all age ranges. Yes, it is going to be the best place to meet a ton of people. But that isn't saying the other events aren't worth your time. They're 100% worth your time. Even just having a one-on-one with someone in your own city and just meeting up, that is, you don't know if it's worth your time until you do it. And maybe you click and maybe you don't. But that's totally not discounting munches. That's not discounting smaller parties or camp out events. There are so many events. Right now we are living in an embarrassment of riches for ABDL events. Why not take advantage of it? I don't know. That's just my opinion. I kind of miss going to events now, and maybe I should start the munches in Vegas again. It's a huge revelation. Huge revelation. Just happening this month with me. Okay, here's the last question, and a really important one. How does one not get kicked out of said convention? Number 1, read the rules of conduct. Read it really carefully, line by line, and then read it again. Okay? Now you know the rules. Don't break them. Don't break any of the hotel rules either, or the venue rules, like, I don't know, throwing around furniture or breaking things or getting things dirty, I guess. More importantly, okay, let's bring up some times that I know people have gotten kicked out. Don't touch anyone without their express verbal permission. And also don't touch their things. If you're not sure whose things they are, ask first. If you're in a small, like, friend group setting in your room and you want to take a picture, ask everybody involved. I know one person, they like took a picture on a balcony and there was like other people in the background, and they posted that picture on their social media without the consent of the people in the background of that picture, whom probably didn't even know that they were in the picture or that someone was taking a picture. And they got in trouble and they got banned from future events. Don't have explicit sexual exploits in the ball pit? That had to be said in like a morning email the day after. I don't know who did it. I think that's about it. I think those are like the main things. Is just don't touch people, don't touch their things. If you're not sure about interpreting a rule on the convention site, just ask the organizers for clarification. I know one of them, I personally misinterpreted it, and I asked the convention organizer and cleared it up, and it was all good to go. So yeah, if you're not sure, ask. Always ask. I think, I hope at Cold Cap they have a buddy bench again. I heard that was a great success at the last CapCon, where it was like a bench that if you're like alone or whatever and you want to meet other people, you could like sit there, and then other people who want to make a new buddy to talk with or explore with, and they can talk to you. So it just means that you're like open to other people approaching you and chatting with you. But this video has gone on long enough. So I hope you all had a great holiday and you have a wonderful December. All right, bye.